Hi there, tarot lovers. So, I just thought I'd share a little bit of a process that maybe will help you understand how my mind works when I look at tarot cards, or just the processes that I make up as I go along a lot of the time when I'm working with the tarot cards and the messages that come with me, with them to me. So if you saw my solstice reading, I drew these two cards for the solstice, and so I was looking at them, and I decided, so, okay, so what exercise, how can this help me? How can I process these cards? How can I process this information, this message in a better way? I looked at this card and I said, wow, what are all these swords that I'm carrying from the past, from my past? Which are beliefs which I've adopted from the experiences that I've had, from interaction with other people. How have other people's influences um, made me hold on to ideas and beliefs, or not made me, but encouraged me to give importance to beliefs outside of me, ideas outside of me, swords that I'm carrying that aren't necessarily mine by essence, but definitely picked up by default through the experiences that I had. And so I went through and I looked at some of the past stories. I looked at my past relationships with siblings, with parents, with peers, and I had a look at also. I wrote down core beliefs that I could see that I would have bought into, even if I didn't really relate to them properly. I can see them, I can feel them inside of me in some unconscious level. Core beliefs around my relationships to abundance, to money, to health, to my body. Core relationships in general, to love in general, and relationships to work, and that dynamic about me using my body to earn worth. And so I looked at some of those and I saw all these patterns, and I was specifically looking for ones that might have a negative tint to them or a negative color to them. And then I took this message of this page as this receiver of pure beliefs and pure ideas, and this connecting part of us that connects to this sword that can, this sword has a duality to it. It can cut away bad, old, unnecessary stories, as well as pierce through to the truth and find our essence. And inside of this wielding of the sword, the page brings this innocence and this openness for newness, new beliefs, piercing into new ideas, cutting through old stuff, and it's a fantastic tool that our mind can do. So I was just right. How can my mind, discern what is not useful for me, what I need to cut away, and what really is useful? So I took these beliefs that I'd found one by one, and I asked myself, well, what would be the belief that would be more beneficial for me? Like an affirmation. What would be the belief that this inner child inside of me would really want to hold on to and think is the true sword, my true belief, my true core essence and truth? And so I just wrote down, sometimes several different affirmations that would be a counter belief to those that I found I was unconsciously holding on to in some way or another. And then I looked at it and I said, well, how much do I believe in that? And I thought, well, when I look at it, the fact that I actually came up with that idea, that affirmation, means that I do believe it in to some degree already. And I realized that when I'm focusing on it, I actually really do believe in this, and it's not difficult for me to believe in, but I don't always remember it. And I quite often forget those beliefs. So then I thought, oh, okay, well, maybe a good practice would be to make a list of these affirmations and just, run through them every day and just take a quick remembering check, if you like, a remembering about what is my truth, and reminding myself about that truth, or about that core reality that I want in my life and that I want to believe in and manifest in some shape or form. Anyway, this is just me processing two simple messages from two simple cards, just to give you an idea about where my head's at. Have a fantastic day.